I like to put myself back into my shoes as best I can. Like, I'll go back and play the games I played as a kid, like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, or a Pokemon Red version, or StarCraft, or even Doom. That kid I'm still here. That's still me. I identify as a creative, even though my job is as a programmer, which there's overlap, like writing or painting. It's a way of expressing yourself. And especially in my line of programming, which is gameplay programming, it's very front-facing, and it's a lot like being a chef. You can give a different chef the same ingredients and they'll cook up a totally different meal. We get ingredients in the form of specs and audio effects and visual effects and animations and characters, and we get to mix all those together and cook up a gameplay mechanic. I really wanted to learn programming. This is the first device that I learned to program on as a kid. I used to program games on that nonstop. It feels really good to make something and have a little world I can escape to. I ended up being able to get into a small state school. By the end of my first year, I had a 1.5 GPA, and I just couldn't bring myself to stop playing Diablo 2. I didn't go to any of my classes. I ended up on academic probation, but then Oblivion came out, and I was screwed. There was no way.
Game over.
I needed to do something kind of drastic, put myself into a position where I had to succeed. I ended up joining the Navy, installing telecommunications infrastructure, pulling cable in these big empty buildings, tipping fiber, and I could feel my knees creaking, and they ached like they hurt. That led me to sort of reevaluate what my options were. When I started school at Full Sail, I was pedal to the metal, getting all my classwork done, all my homework, all the events, all the studying. I applied that focus for my entire degree program, the full 2.5 years. I ended up with a 3.8 GPA and graduating valedictorian. I started working on Doom VFR, did a lot of the duties of a lead programmer through the sheer fact that I was the only one that was on the project full time. The lead build engineer came to me and said, you had 1,500 submissions to VFR codebase. And not just the code base, but the whole repository. And like the second most was something like 300. To this day, that's another project that I'm really proud to have contributed to. A couple buddies that worked at id at the time who went to Insomniac notified me that, hey, there's a lead gameplay programmer position open here working on Spider-Man 2. So I tossed my hat into the ring, then the offer came. It was a big learning experience for me. There was content that my team was responsible for. The fact that they were able to do such a great job on their work is a good feeling to me because I was creating a good work environment for them. One of the things that I worked on that I was really proud of was the ski sections in the game. He's being pulled across water and the lizard's chasing him and everything's going crazy. Like, you can't just do one thing and stop. No end to the activities. Spider-Man would be great at jiu-jitsu. He would be a nightmare to have to roll with. Sometimes I'll just hit a Spidey pose here and there, and I look around and see if anyone notices, but nobody cares. Being inducted in the Hall of Fame is extremely meaningful because to be asked to join that family is a huge honor, and I'm going to try to use it as a platform to continue giving back. Would be the most fulfilling thing to get out of it. And if I can make my parents cry, that'd be cool too. Whatever.